Hey everybody, who doesn't love free money? Especially these days, am I right? We're talking about that sweet $1,400 stimulus check. You know, the one from back in 2021? Turns out, some folks missed out. But guess what? It's not too late to claim your share, that's right. The government might owe you money, let's find out. Remember back in 2021, pandemic was in full swing, times were tough. The government sent out these stimulus checks to help us out. $1,400. That's a lot of dough. Could buy you a new TV, maybe a fancy vacation, or, pay some bills. We've all been there. But listen up, because here's the kicker. Some people didn't get their full amount. Crazy, right? The government isn't exactly known for its flawless record keeping. Maybe you moved. Maybe your income changed. Whatever the reason, there's a chance you're owed some of that sweet stimulus cash. So, what are you waiting for? Let's dive in and see if you qualify. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Who's eligible for this leftover stimulus money? Well, it mostly applies to those who didn't get the full $1,400 back in 2021. Maybe you got something, maybe you got nothing. Either way, it's worth checking. Here's the deal. The government looks at your income to decide if you qualify. They use something called the Recovery Rebate Credit. Sounds fancy, right? Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Basically, if your income was below a certain amount in 2021, you might be eligible for some extra cash. Think of it like this. The less you earned, the more likely you are to qualify. Makes sense, right? The government wanted to help out those who needed it most. So if you were struggling back then, don't give up hope. You might still be in luck. Okay, so you think you might be eligible for some of this stimulus cash. Now what? Well, you have to let the government know you're missing some money. And how do you do that? Taxes, my friend. Taxes. I know. Nobody likes dealing with taxes. But trust me on this one, it's worth the effort. Think of it as a treasure hunt. And the treasure is free money. Here's the game plan. You need to file your 2021 tax return. Even if you didn't make enough money to file normally, you still need to do it to claim your stimulus money. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. The IRS has this handy-dandy tool called the Recovery Rebate Credit Worksheet. It's like a cheat code for your taxes. Just follow the instructions, plug in your information, and voila! You'll know exactly how much money you can claim. Alright folks, here's the catch. You can't just claim this money whenever you feel like it. There's a deadline and it's coming up fast. Well, it's probably already passed, seeing as we're in 2025 and this was for 2021. But hey, you never know. Maybe they'll do another one. Seriously though, don't wait until the last minute. Get on this right away. The sooner you file, the sooner you'll get your money. And who doesn't want that? So, there you have it folks. Everything you need to know about claiming your share of that $1,400 stimulus check. Remember, it's your money. Don't let the government keep it. Get out there and claim what you're owed. Good luck.